So today I'm going to work on the heel portion of the bubble knit sock. I will post the link down below for video number 1. It's going to be a little portion of the bubble sock, which I did on here, and it's going to be the starting of the sock, which is the stockinette. So for today, what I am going to work on is the heel, and that's going to be video number 2. So I have a sample sock right here that I already made. So what we're looking at is I wanted to have the sock in the garter stitch, as you can see right here. So this is the part of the heel. And as you can see, the stitches are a garter stitch. The reason why I put it in a garter stitch is because the finish of the sock on the heel becomes cleaner when you're picking up your stitches. So you're going to have a cleaner finish right here because I'm also slipping the stitch before I knit back and forth. Now you're not knitting in the round, you're going to knit the heel portion back and forth, which will extend it to later you pick up the stitches. So you're starting your heel to extend out. So that's what we're going to work on today. So for this portion of your sock, we are going to knit the heel part. We're going to do 18 rows, and all we're going to do, we're keeping every stitch on the double pointed knitting needle to make the heel on your bubble sock. We're going to keep the double pointed knitting needle, and we're just going to knit back and forth instead of in the round to create your heel. And knitting it back and forth will create a garter stitch. Because we're not knitting in the round to do the stockinette, we're going to knit back and forth, and we're going to make that garter stitch, and we're going to slip the first stitch as we're doing our 18 rows back and forth. So we're going to start on the wrong side. Okay. Right now we are working on the heel portion, and what we're going to do is go back and forth. So you want to make sure you slip one, and then you have 17 stitches, and we're just going to knit back and forth to create the heel on the sock. So let's get started on that. So we're going to knit 18 rows. So far we're going to slip this one stitch, and then we're going to continue to knit on the wrong side is where we're starting. We're going to do 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and then we're just going to knit one more. 17. In total, we have 18 with that slip stitch. Okay. All right. So now we're going to continue to knit. So you just turn it this way, and then we're going to slip that stitch because it makes a cleaner finish. And then we're going to knit 17 stitches. This is row 2. 1, okay, and there's 17. All right, and then what you're going to do is turn it back to this way. We're going to slip that stitch. So we're on row 3. Let's go ahead and slip that stitch and then knit 17. Okay. And as you can see, it's knitting straight up. Later we'll pick up those stitches. And it's making our garter stitch. We are on row 4. We're going to slip that stitch. We're going to knit the other 17. And then you're going to turn it back this way, back and forth. We are on row 5. And then you're just going to slip 1 and continue to knit. We are on row 6. We're going to slip, and then we're going to go ahead and knit 17. We're just knitting back and forth to create a heel. We are on row 7. We're going to slip that stitch, and then we're going to continue to knit. Okay. As you can see, it's starting to form your garter stitch. We are on row 8. We're going to slip that stitch and then knit 17. We're on row 9. We're going to slip, and then we're going to knit. As you can see, knitting back and forth extends out the heel because you'll piece it together later. We're going to slip that stitch, and then we're going to knit 17. We are on row 11. So we're going to go ahead and slip that stitch and then knit. Now we're on row 12. We're going to slip that stitch and then knit. Okay, turn it around. You can see as you flip it back and forth, it just knits it on one side. And there's your garter stitch. And see how clean the edges are right here? That's because I slipped my stitch, so it'll be easier to pick it up when you're moving on to doing the foot. I'm on row 13. We're going to go ahead and slip the stitch, and then we're going to go ahead and knit. Okay. Then we're turning it. We are on row 14. Slip, knit. We're going to turn. We are on row 15. We're going to slip that stitch, and then we're going to knit. We're going to turn. We're on row 16. We're going to slip and then knit. Okay. We are on row 17. Slip, knit. We are on row 18, and this is the last for the heel portion. We're on row 18, and this neon just brings back the 80s feel, nostalgic. And I'm gonna also be knitting in a lime green also too. So there, it's a great way to have that 80s feeling when I knit up these socks. And I'm gonna be giving this sock to my son. So this is like really, really cool and exciting right now. All right, so we're gonna slip that stitch and then we're gonna knit. Okay. That ends the tutorial for the heel. Next, we'll be working on the turn, which will be video number 3. Video number 1 you can find at the link down below. Please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Happy knitting, everyone!